Right now, there are luxury SUVs sitting on dealer lots across the country. Days on lot, 90, 120, some pushing 150. These aren't beat-up used cars. These are brand new vehicles, leather seats, panoramic roofs, turbocharged engines, just sitting there, not moving, and dealers are getting nervous. That's your window. When inventory doesn't move, dealers discount hard. We're talking $8,000, $10,000, sometimes $12,000 below sticker on vehicles that were going for over MSRP just 2 years ago. The market has shifted. Most buyers don't know it yet. You're about to. Today, we're breaking down 5 luxury SUVs currently rotting on dealer lots, what they are, why nobody's buying them, and why that's exactly why you should be looking at them right now. Let's go. First up, the Lincoln Aviator. MSRP starts around $58,000. Average street price right now, buyers are walking out at $47,000 to $49,000 on well-equipped trims. That's a real-world discount of $9,000 to $11,000 on a near-new luxury 3-row luxury SUV. Average days on lot hovering around 95 to 110, depending on the region. That is slow. For context, a hot-selling vehicle moves in under 30. The Aviator is sitting. So why isn't anyone buying it? Lincoln has a perception problem. The brand peaked in the town car era and never fully recovered its identity in the minds of American buyers. When people think luxury SUV, they think BMW X5, Mercedes GLE, Cadillac Escalade. Lincoln doesn't come to mind first, and in a crowded segment, top of mind is everything. There's also the dealership experience. Lincoln shares showrooms with Ford in many markets. You walk in expecting a premium buying experience, and you're standing next to someone test driving an F-150. It undermines the luxury feel before you've even touched the car. But here's the thing. None of that affects what the Aviator actually is, and what it actually is genuinely good. The interior is legitimately beautiful. Quilted leather, real aluminum trim, a floating center console that looks like it belongs in something German. The twin-turbocharged 4-cylinder makes 300 horsepower. The plug-in hybrid Grand Touring trim adds an electric motor for 494 combined horsepower. The ride is smooth, the tech stack is modern, and the third row is more usable than you'd expect at this price point. You're getting near Cadillac quality at a $10,000 discount because Lincoln doesn't have the badge cachet. If you care about driving a great vehicle more than driving a nameplate, the Aviator is one of the best deals on the market right now. Number 2, the Cadillac XT6. This one stings a well because Cadillac genuinely makes a compelling case on paper. The XT6 is a 3-row luxury crossover with real power, real style, and a cabin that competes with anything in its class. MSRP runs from $48,000 to $65,000, depending on trim. Street prices right now are running $6,000 to $9,000 below sticker on premium luxury and sport trims. Average days on lot, 100 to 120. That is slow. For context, a hot-selling vehicle moves in under 30. The XT6 is sitting. So why isn't anyone buying it? 2 reasons. 1, General Motors has been going through it. Between EV transition headaches, the Chevy and Buick crossover lineup eating into XT6 territory from below, and ongoing questions about Cadillac's long-term direction, buyers are hesitant. Luxury buyers in particular tend to be conservative. They stick with what they know, and right now, what they know is German or Japanese. 2, the XT6 exists in a weird no-man's land. It's bigger than the XT5, but smaller than a suburban-based SUV. If you want a proper 3-row, you might just stretch for the Escalade. If you don't need the 3rd row, why not get the XT5 and save? The XT6 answers a question some buyers never asked. But if you have a family and $50,000 to spend, the math here is almost insulting in your favor. The 3.6-liter V6 makes 310 horsepower. The cabin is genuinely luxurious. Super Cruise hands-free driving is available on higher trims, which is one of the best driver assist systems on sale at any price. The sport trim specifically gives you a more aggressive look and tuned suspension that turns this into something you'd actually enjoy on a mountain road. At $9,000 below sticker, you're buying a Cadillac at near Buick money. The badge is on the grille. The deal is real. Number 3. The Genesis GV80, and this one might be the most underrated vehicle on this entire list. MSRP, $58,000 to $78,000 depending on trim. Street prices right now are running $5,000 to $8,000 under on most trims. Less dramatic than the Lincoln or Cadillac discounts, but still meaningful on a vehicle at this price point. Days on lot, 85 to 100. Slower than average, fast enough to tell you the market isn't rushing. So why isn't it selling the way it should? Genesis, that's essentially the whole answer. Hyundai's luxury spin-off launched in the US in 2016 and has spent the better part of a decade trying to convince American buyers that a Korean luxury brand is real. For a significant portion of the buying public, that case hasn't landed yet. The showrooms are beautiful, the cars are exceptional, the residuals are soft because the resale market doesn't yet trust the brand the way it trusts BMW or Lexus. That residual anxiety is what's keeping buyers in BMW lots instead of Genesis lots, and it's what's creating your opportunity. Because the GV80 itself, stripped of the badge skepticism, is one of the best SUVs in its price range, full stop. The interior build quality is on par or better than the BMW X5 at comparable prices. The 2.5-liter turbocharged four-cylinder is smooth and responsive. The available 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 is genuinely quick. Ride quality is exceptional. Genesis tuned this thing specifically for the American highway, and it shows. Road and Track, Car and Driver, every major outlet that's driven it has come away impressed. The car community knows, the mass market doesn't yet. Which means you can walk into a Genesis dealer right now, put your hands on one of these, and negotiate from a position of strength that simply doesn't exist at a BMW or Mercedes store. 5 years from now, when Genesis residuals have matured and the brand is finished building its reputation, this arbitrage window closes. It's open right now. Number 4. The Volvo XC90. And this one's a slightly different story, and it's worth explaining why. The XC90 is a proven, established, highly respected luxury 3-row SUV. It has been on sale since 2015 and has consistently drawn positive reviews for its design, safety record, and Scandinavian interior quality. MSRP runs from $58,000 to $80,000 depending on configuration. Current street prices are running $7,000 to $10,000 below sticker. Days on lot, 90 to 110. That is slow. And it's slow because of the XC90's transition anxiety. Volvo has been pushing its electric lineup. The XE90 is the all-electric successor to the XC90 and has been in various stages of availability and announcement. Buyers who know the XC90 is being phased out towards electrification are hesitating on the ICE and mild hybrid versions, wondering if they should wait for the XE90 or skip Volvo entirely. That uncertainty is depressing demand on a vehicle that has nothing functionally wrong with it. If you are not buying a car to flip in 2 years, if you're buying to drive for 7 to 10 years, the XC90's transition status is largely irrelevant to you. You're buying a beautiful, 7-seat luxury SUV with one of the best safety ratings on the market, a cabin full of real materials and thoughtful design, and a reputation for reliability that Volvo has earned over decades. The Recharge plug-in hybrid trim delivers over 35 miles of electric range on top of a 455 horsepower combined output. It drives like a proper luxury vehicle, and right now you can get it for $10,000 under sticker because buyers are distracted by headlines about the XE90. Their loss, literally. Number 5. The Alfa Romeo Stelvio, and this one separates the deal seekers from the drivers. MSRP, $46,000 to $90,000 depending on trim. That top number is the Quadrifoglio, which is a different category entirely. Base and TI trims are what we're talking about here, and street prices right now are running $7,000 to $12,000 below sticker. Days on lot, 110 to 140. That is genuinely slow. Dealers are motivated. So why isn't it selling? Reliability, reputation. Full stop. Alfa Romeo carries a long-standing stigma in the American market for electrical gremlins, dealer network gaps, and ownership headaches that may or may not be fully deserved in the current generation, but absolutely shapes buyer behavior. If you mention Alfa Romeo to a cautious luxury buyer, the first word out of their mouth is probably maintenance. That reputation keeps the lots full, and it keeps the prices down. Here's what the reputation doesn't capture. The Stelvio is one of the best driving SUVs at any price. The 2.0-liter turbocharged four-cylinder makes 280 horsepower and drives it through a rear-biased all-wheel drive system that makes this thing feel like a sports car in an SUV body. The steering is genuinely communicative, a rarity in the crossover segment. Car and Driver called it the most fun-to-drive compact luxury SUV available. That assessment has held across multiple model years. The interior is Italian, visually striking, a little theatrical, not quite as refined as German competitors in terms of material quality on the base trims, but distinctive in a way that German competitors rarely are. The buying math. If you want to drive something that makes you feel something every single day, and you're willing to budget for slightly higher maintenance and potentially longer dealer service visits, the Stelvio at $12,000 under sticker is a legitimate answer. You are paying driver's car money for a driver's car. The deal exists specifically because most people aren't willing to accept any reliability risk. You get to decide whether you are. So, there it is. 5 luxury SUVs with real discounts, real reasons for the discounts, and real cases for why a smart buyer with the right priorities should be looking at each one right now. Quick recap. Lincoln Aviator if you want genuine luxury at a massive badge discount. Cadillac XT6 if you want a 3-row domestic with real power and Super Cruise tech. Genesis GV80 if you want the best vehicle in its class that the market hasn't fully caught up to yet. Volvo XC90 if you want proven Scandinavian luxury while buyers are distracted by EV headlines. And Alfa Romeo Stelvio if you want to drive something that actually makes you feel alive and you're willing to accept the trade-offs. Every one of these is negotiable right now. That changes when inventory tightens. If this broke down something useful for you, subscribe. We do this regularly. Inventory data, market timing, where the real deals are hiding. Drop a comment with which one you'd actually buy or which vehicle you want us to look at next. The list is long. We're just getting started.